Hello and welcome. I am Scrapperlock, and this is Tennis 2 Career Mode. We are in year 2, 2021, playing the Glasgow Futures. Maybe our last Futures event. I don't really know for sure how we're going to do this going forward, but Anabella is. Hang on, let me see if I can show this. So Anabella is in the semifinals. I have played the entire tournament so far in semi-pro. Man, was I having trouble. In the first match, it was 6-2, 6-3, then 6-3, 6-love. So what happened is I couldn't serve and volley on grass, guys. I literally couldn't hit. I think in the one match, I think in the second match, because I kept track of it, sometimes you do an approach, but the computer doesn't count it as an approach. The computer had me as 8 of 18 at the net. I think it was actually about 8 of 40 at the net, or 8 of 38, something like that. I mean, I got crushed at the net. I eventually just stopped rushing the net and playing the baseline, and I could win from the baseline. Once in a while, I could come into the net from a really short ball, but I couldn't serve. Like every serve and volley I attempted to do was I lost the point. I just got killed. I would just powder puff the ball in because I wasn't even up to the service line yet, and I would just have to dig the ball off the grass. It would float in really powder puff. I try to rush the net, and I'd just lob over my head or passing shot. And so what I realized was going on. Let's go back. What I realized was going on. Let's move forward. Was that I had the speed of the ball set to 80, and I think what was happening is the ball was going too fast. And I'm going to explain it as we play, and it wasn't allowing me to approach the net. So what I did was I buffed the speed of the players a little bit, and I'll show you that when we get there. I'm not sure I've got the right alchemy, but we're going to do this as we've been doing semi-pro on serve, pro on return, and we'll see how I go, whether I can win it or not. And we're going to go ahead and play this match. So as you can see, we're playing Zofia Jaskulski, and Jaskulski's overall is about the same as ours. Her base is 54 and ours 52, but we got good form. Her fatigue is much higher. Again, this has literally never been a factor except for maybe one game a match when you drain it down to 0. And even then, sometimes the NPC will still manage to do okay. We have about the same, well, a little bit less power base, about the same stamina, a little bit better speed. Our forehand is a little bit better. Our backhand is a little bit worse. Our serve is a little bit worse. So we're very, very close. She's unseeded. I'm the number 1 seed because our character is pretty well ranked. Again, this is a Futures tournament. We're not going to win a lot from it, but it was grass, so I wanted to play on Annabella's favorite surface. And I've been using her Wimbledon white since it is a grass tournament. We're not going to get to play actual Wimbledon this year, I don't think. And then Tchaikovsky is just in the pink. Actually, that outfit looks not bad. A lot of these random outfits, somehow they actually make them look pretty good. So I don't know if there's like a color palette that they use, kind of like when you go into Home Depot or Lowe's and you look at the paints, and nowadays they give you like the main color and then the 3 like accent colors that would go well with it. And maybe they have a set of things like that for the computer so that it just picks a palette and then makes the 3 colors or 4 colors of the uniform be from that palette. I don't really know. But several times it's made outfits where I'm like, hey, that's actually a pretty nice outfit. And if they didn't limit me to 8 outfits for Anabella, I might, try copying it. The light and dark sort of peach color look quite nice, or whatever that is, lavender, pinkish lavender. I don't know. Yeah, I mean, I think actually that shirt looks really nice in those colors. And it's something I might be tempted to try mecking around with Anabella, but we only have 8 possible outfits. So this is her Wimbledon outfit. It's got to be predominantly white. And the circle color is fixed. You can't change the color of the circle. And I then match the rest of her costume to that, her outfit to that circle. Little pigtails. And we're going to serve first, so we got to make sure we're on semi-pro for serving and pro for returning. So let's check it. So we are on semi-pro here. So as we go, let me explain what was going on here. So the way let's talk about the way real grass courts work. Yes, and that has been happening a lot. The way real grass courts, regular courts, and clay courts work. So the way real grass courts work, so the way tennis works on a normal hard court, which is what most of us have experience with. And don't forget, also, by the way, I just want to stop and say, and this has happened in all but the last match, the quarterfinal. The computer always kills me in the first game or two. It's just the way it is. So we're going to have to play catch up probably. So the normal way that you're probably used to a tennis ball flying and reacting on a court is that you hit the ball, right? And wow, just 3 unhittable shots. You hit the ball, and the angle of incidence equals the angle of reflection, as it were. That is to say that the ball comes down at 45 degrees, let's say, from your shot. It bounces and it loses some percentage of its velocity, and then it goes up at 45 degrees. So let's say it comes in at 80 miles an hour. Friction causes it to drop to 70 miles an hour, and then it bounces up at the same angle that it hit. That's sort of the normal way that tennis balls will work on a hard court. I'm going to try to concentrate on this a little bit here. Let's see. Man! She just hits it so fast. All right, so she broke serve there, and now we're going to switch to pro, so she will probably go up this break. On a clay court, the ball obviously flies off your racket through the air at the same speed as on any other court. It's coming at 80 miles an hour. But when it hits the clay, there's a lot more friction, and it dies. Right? It hits, and if it comes in at 45 degrees, it then goes up at 60. So it almost goes straight up, and so it doesn't come back at you. It just bounces and goes straight up. And it also slows down more. So instead of going from 80 miles an hour to 70, it goes from 80 to 60. And so clay courts slow the ball down, and she double faulted twice. Clay courts slow the ball down, and they cut the bounce to be more vertical. As a result, it's hard to volley because the ball slows down and gives the opponent time to swing. However, you also have to be closer to where the bounce happens because it's not going to come back toward you as much. And so that's the way clay works. And then what grass does, everybody mistakenly says that the ball accelerates on grass when it bounces. That's a lie. It's physically impossible by the laws of physics for a ball to speed up when it hits a surface because friction is always going to slow it down. But instead of going from 80 to 70 miles an hour after a bounce, it just goes from 80 to 75. So it doesn't slow down as much as you expect it to slow down. And so it feels to you, watching it, as if the ball is speeding up, when in fact it's just not slowing down as much as you expect. Now it's game point. You can see she's crushing me in these first 2 games. I had absolutely no chance, right? Other than the double faults, I haven't won a point, right? She's won 7 points in a row on unbeatable shots and stuff like that. And she aced me there. So she's had 8 winners and 2 double faults. I haven't won a single point. Let's go back to semi-pro. The game, however, does not simulate this bounce thing. Instead, what it does is it allows you, let's look at the settings, to change the speed of the ball, which means the speed coming off your racket and after a bounce. So what this is doing, instead of saying the ball flies at 80 miles an hour like it does on hard court, bounces and drops to 70, is that the ball flies at 100 miles an hour off your racket because the court is grass, which makes literally no sense. And so what was happening is the serve is going faster and coming back faster, and that gives me less time to go in and rush the net. And so that's why I was not getting close enough to the net. Man, she just hits it so fast I can't touch it. I wasn't able to get close enough to the net to actually do a successful volley. And the opponent was just passing me left and right and lobbing over my head. And you can see that, man, from her speed, I have no chance at this. Right, so the natural thing to do here would be to serve and volley and stop dealing with all of these ground strokes, but she's very... it's very hard to get the volley to go in because I can't get close enough to the net, and you're doing like half volleys and stuff. And so what I did to remedy that was I sped up the player, and so I can get into the net a little bit faster. I have it on 64. I don't know if that's the right speed, and I don't know if you're speeding up the player and the ball, right? If the player and the ball are supposed to be 50 each, and you speed them both up to 80 each, is that like the same thing as being 50 each? Is it relative? I'm not really sure. So we held serve on that one, and again, if we think about like the way the pattern of, shoot, we'll finish this point. If we think about the pattern of the way the computer plays, right? Usually, it's like brutal the first couple of games, and then it sort of backs off. So we'll see what happens. You can even see that in my other matches. Like again, the first set 6-3, second set 6-love. That was all on semi-pro, right? So in any case, what should be happening on grass is that you should have less time after the bounce than you do on the other surfaces. There also should be some sort of a randomizer that causes a bad bounce so that the bounce doesn't come straight up at you, but instead like jinx a little bit to the left or right. Because bad bounces are a thing on grass. And in fact, John McEnroe has said that one of the things that turned him into a serve and volleyer is that on grass, if you volley, it doesn't give the ball a chance to take a bad bounce. So it's now 40-15, and you could see, you know, I couldn't return those two serves. I don't really know why. Yes, I know it was red, but I wasn't timing it any differently from the other swings that weren't red, so I don't really know. Sometimes it seems almost arbitrary what happens with these strokes. And that's game, so she's up 3-1. So now we go back to semi-pro. I really wish there was a way to tell it to just do pro on return and semi-pro on serve. But yeah, I had to definitely back off of my plan of just serve and volleying on every point. I did that for like the first 4 or 5 games of the first set of the first match and realized I can't do that. And I have to play more all court, right? Which is what this character is anyway. But for grass, I wanted to play more serve and volley. And, you know, I kind of couldn't. And I've been serve and volleying off of strokes, off of serves other than the topspin serve as well, now that the flat serve is a little bit better, although that one was just a slice. And trying to mix up, you know, whether I serve on the line and you know, up the tee and you know, toward the wings and that kind of thing. And coming in on short balls rather than serving and volleying every time. And I think part of the problem too is the computer as well. If you serve and volley all the time and it starts predicting that, then just like a real player, I think it starts returning better and making returns that you can't get to. And you can see that this player, even though she has basically the same power that we have, can just hit the ball in such a way that I have no chance at it, right, with the power shots. And at the net, you might be able to cut it off like that. But from the baseline, man, she's got these, like, Steffi Graf forehand, Monica Seles backhand, like power shots. I have had no break chances yet so far in this match. She's held serve twice without a problem. Oh wait, we got to change the difficulty again. I keep forgetting to do that. No, I still can't beat her even though it's semi-pro difficulty here. Gosh. Okay. Let's get back to pro. Yeah, if I manage to win this match, then the final will be just on pro. So it's only the semi-final that I do the switching up. But yeah, the reason I've continued to play the early rounds on semi-pro is that I have not been able to reliably win early parts of sets, and I was very much struggling on grass. So I'll try it on semi-pro and see how it works. And man, again, I was like 8 of 38 or something at the net. On semi-pro, I could not succeed at the net. Now I could still win on the baseline, but that's kind of doing the backup plan because your regular plan, your strategy is not working because the computer's just too good at passing shots and lobs and stuff. And you can see she's got me completely on the ropes now. So I'm going to run in and see if I can cut this off. No, didn't work. Yeah, she got me. It's pretty uncommon when you're on the ropes to run in like that, but I was pretty sure that she was going to win that point either way. Oh. I can't believe she got to that. Yeah, the computer's just playing Steffi Graf Wimbledon levels of tennis right now. Other than the 2 double faults it's had, I've had almost no chance on its serve. It definitely shifts the timing of the shots on you on pro for the return. Yeah. Yeah, it jumps. Yeah, I don't know if you could see it, but it completely jumps from green instantly to red. Making it very difficult. And unlike on semi-pro where the red mostly still goes over and just badly, on pro the red goes into the net. So now we got to watch here because she's up 4 games to 2, and if I lose my serve, she's going to be serving out the set, and I haven't been able to break her yet. Like, I don't think I've had a break point yet. $30-15. Try to go into the net again. Nope. Got it, though. 40-15. We're going to serve volley again. See how we do. Nope. Got that one, though. I don't mind having to take a second swing, but you can definitely see that I am having to take those second swings on the serve and volley, and that's because even with the quicker speed, you don't quite get into net close enough to do that good first punched volley. There's a certain, you have to be close, just a certain proximity to the net before the computer will let you actually punch that volley in. And otherwise it's just going to float it. And then that gives them tons of time to pass you or lob over your head. This one so far hasn't done a lot of lobbing. It's been mostly that. Like how many of those? Those are all my unforced errors. 5. So it's forced me to dump 5 serves into the net, and I don't actually know why it's doing that, right? Other than just it's changed up the timing. So one thing I'm doing is I'm not slicing enough, and I need to do that to cut the pace off of some of these balls. Look at that. Just perfect Monica Seles shots. Yes, I've had no play on about 20. So let's see. I've had 6 unforced errors now. It hasn't tallied yet. And she said 15 winners. I'm going to say probably 10 of those. I've had like no play on about 15 balls. The serves and at least half the winners. Yep, and it's predicting she's going to win the match at this point. 40-30. I still haven't had a break chance. So if we can't break her back, we can't win the set, right? Because she's up a break from the first game of the match. Gonna get her. Got her. Deuce. Got a little bit of a nibble on this serve now. First chance we've had to even get to deuce on her serve. Man. Her placement is just perfect. Got her. With a slice shot into the corner. Watch this here. She's all the way out in the doubles alley, way past it. Sliced it, and it just doesn't bounce up much. The slice shot cuts under it and makes the bounce lower. That does seem to be correctly coded. And so we now have a break point, a chance to even up this set. Second serve. Doesn't matter. The computer doesn't seem to care. It seems to serve just as hard first and second serves. And there we go. Couldn't get it. A computer, in the last match I played, again, this was fully semi-pro, the computer saved, I think, 14 of 18 break points. It's just like, once it's break point, it just suddenly makes the game harder. It's not just that the computer gets to everything more. It also seems to make it so that I'm just more likely to make errors with the timing. It's almost like it makes the timing more hair trigger. Try to come in. And it went out, and that's game. Back to semi-pro. So now we're serving to stay in the set. And that's a passing shot. Love 15. Yeah, and it got to the point in the other matches where, you know, in the past, when I was in trouble, I would preferentially go to the net because I played better at the net. But I started just being like, no, if I'm in trouble, I can't go to the net because I can't risk it. Right? The net was a bigger risk than the baseline. Against everybody but this girl, she's obviously a huge risk, and now she's 2 points from the set. All right, we're going to go ahead in. Got it. 15-30. I'm going to try serve volley. Nope. Couldn't get in close enough. And now she lobs over my head. And that's double set point. So, I mean, I don't know if you guys can see it, but it's like she's just crushed me. She's crushing me in this set. Right. I've had virtually no chance against her. I've had no chance against her on her serve, really. And for several of my service games, I've really been struggling. All right, we got to come on in. And she's got it. Yep. And that's the set. So she's won the first set. Now we have to come from behind. Same number of winners, but I've got 10 unforced errors. Those are all the dumps into the net that the computer sort of forces you to do. Or at least feels like it's forcing me to do. Yep, no play on those balls. She just can pinpoint accurate power shot all over the court. Other than double fault, she hasn't made any real mistakes. I've been able to get her with a few of those, but if we look at the unforced errors, yeah, she's only have 3, right? So, yeah, I mean, if she keeps playing like this, I won't be able to win this match. And we will lose the semifinal. But that's okay. I need to slice more. There we go. Yeah, you just can't. There's just, yeah, there's no way. You cannot get to those. It's unhittable. And all the computer literally has to do is just do that over and over again, and it wins every point of every match. Is it going to go in? Nope, went out. Right, and now it's forcing errors from me, because if I don't hit the absolute line, I can't hit a winner because she gets everything back and never makes mistakes. And there's another dump into the net. That's got to be my 8th or something of the match. Don't mind losing. I really am frustrated that the serve and volleying just doesn't work. Because that's my preferred way to play. And I kind of can't because she just kicks my butt at the net. Not just her, all the computer opponents on grass are kicking my butt at the net. I don't know what's going to happen if I go back to hardcourt. Have I just lost my timing? I just don't know. Lucky that didn't go out. Yeah, because what's the... It's 11 of 15 at the net, but that's probably not true. It's more like 11 of 20.
Quiet, please.
And that one out.
15-30.
15-30, another unforced error. Finally, got a good winner there.
30.
And that one out. Another unforced error. Did I put this on semi-pro? Ah, stop it. Yeah, okay, just checking. Yep, and my instinct has become on the clutch points to stay back, which I don't like. I prefer being aggressive, but I just kind of can't be on grass, which is frustrating. And she's got it. That's another break of serve. She's up 2-love. And that's it. Like, I haven't been able to break her serve, so all she has to do is just hold serve and the match is over. Oh, wait. That was because I was getting ready to switch this. How many of those have I had? 12 now in this match? Like, all of a sudden I can't return serve, and I don't know if it's the grass or what. 16 on 4 serves. At least 10 of those have got to be I can't return serve. All right, well, that makes it 15 all.
15.
Only way to get back in this match is to break. Otherwise, it's over. And one thing that is different in this match is the computer has not eased up on me. It's just butchered me through the whole match. Right? I've only won 3 games in this entire match, and it's won 8. And again, with me serving on semi-pro, it's broken my serve twice. Lucky that didn't go out. 30 all. Yeah, I just can't get to this stuff. And she can just hit power shot after power shot after power shot, and it's not tiring her out. That, why didn't she hit that? That's one of those moon balls again. Second break point of the match. Try to topspin return there. Didn't do any good. Nope, can't get to it. Again, the clutch play. It simply won't let you have break points. And an ace. So now it's advantage Jaskulski. Jaskulski. Get her. Got her. Back to deuce. And we got her there. Breakpoint number 2 for this game and 3 for the match. See if we can try and get her. I'm going to go topspin again.
Left, first serve.
89% chance to win she has, yeah. She only needs 4 more games. Fault. Got her. She did not expect it to come back there, I guess. And we're back on serve 2-1. Or 1-2. Now that's going out. Jeez. Yeah, she just can absolutely kill it, and now it's looking like she's going to break serve again. Got her there. 15-30.
15-30.
Let's go ahead and... Nope. Yeah. Double break point for her again. Yeah, I'm just having almost no chance on my own serve. So I don't know if this is the surface or her or a combination, but I feel like I've not really been in this match. 30-40.
30-40.
Let's try serve and volley again. Nope.
Left, first serve.
Got her there. Deuce. So we're erased a couple of break points. No, no chance. It went in way too slowly and she could just go wherever she wanted with it. And that's game. She broke again. What if I only held serve 3 times in this entire match, right? She's broken me 4 times. Oh, I gotta switch difficulty again. Nope. Oh, that last game was on Pro. Oh, that's why I lost serve, I guess.
15.
Oh well. How many errors has she made? 3 in the entire match. And yeah, you can't. So this shows the computer's like, yeah, I'm not going to make any mistakes. I've had more winners, but I've also had like tons of unforced errors. Because since she never makes errors and she gets to literally everything, I have to keep going for the lines. It's the only way to win. So we're going to have to break her serve again because she's up a break. And pretty much she holds serve here. The match is very nearly over. She'll be up 4-1. Now, of course, she went up that break partly, perhaps, because it was on Pro. And she got that. 40-30.
40-30.
Was that a fault? I guess so. Doesn't matter. Jeez. she ever not get to anything? Jeez.
Choose.
And her fatigue has not played a factor at all. And she's got it. Yeah.
Advantage.
She can just hit any point on the court from anywhere in the court, wherever she wants to go, it just goes there. It really is almost like playing Steffi Graf. And again, remember, she's got the same overall as we do. And of course she aced it. Alright, let's put it back to semi-pro. Down 4-1 now. Nope. Love 15.
Love 15. Five, please.
And that's out. Love 30.
Love 30.
Even on semi-pro, I have no chance. Just absolute perfect execution on her part. Every single shot is exactly where it needs to go. Perfectly placed.
15.
Never misses. She's only had 3 unforced errors in the entire match. She can hit any shot. Floaters, laser beams. The only thing she hasn't done so far is a drop shot. I literally cannot outdo her. There's the first real ground stroke unforced error since like 3 all or whatever in the first set. .40-30.
40, 30.
Got me there, deuce. Just untouchable stuff. And she's got it again. Yeah, I'm not going to touch it.
Advantage.
Break point. And if she breaks serve here, the match is probably over. Ugh, another red shot. Nope, she got it. Game. And now we're down 2 breaks and a set, and it's, you know, she's serving for the match. It looks like we're not going to win this one, guys. I mean, I'm still going to try, but I doubt it. We have so far to come back, and the computer just has not let up the way it usually does. So it just started that like invincible way, and usually it lets up, and there's another error. It just never lets up.
15.
It doesn't make any mistakes, so it's forcing me to hit for the lines, and yeah, I make unforced errors, and then it does that to me.
13, 15.
It really just feels like it decides that my return's not going in. Nope. And now it's double match point. Well, I've done the best I could, guys. I tried to fight for this match. I did have one mistake where I actually lost my serve once on pro by accident. We're not going to worry about that too much. It's just one game, and nope, that's the match. That's it. So we lost, God, really badly. Same number of winners with 21 unforced errors. And so that's the end of this tournament. Going out in the semifinal. Don't know how many ranking points we'll get from this. Probably not a lot since it's a futures. We are 30th level, though. I think we hit that a couple of rounds ago. And so we gained, go away, 9 ranking points. We're now 195th in the world. We gained 1,200 bucks, so it's not too bad. So we have some money, and now we have stats, so we can do the attributes. And I think we're next going to bump stamina to 57, and we're now 53 overall. And then we're going to do training, and if we look here, we're going to do the challenger, which is clay. Do I want to do that? Do we want to maybe not do clay? They're all clay, so we're kind of screwed. So we're going to do the challenger, which is on clay. Why do I have two rests going on there? We're going to do, I haven't picked anything. The Pliskova. We've already done bench inch, I think. And that's going to be a huge amount of travel fatigue. I think we're going to probably skip that. So I don't know why I have 2 rest weeks going on here. This should be training and then rest. And then I think, gosh, more clay. I think we may do some more training because I don't want to do too much clay. Another clay. So I guess this is the clay season. All of it's clay. Everything's clay. We're going to play in singles in that one, I guess. Do training and then take a rest week. And do some more training. I'm trying to get out of the clay, but it doesn't want to get me out of it. Everything's clay. Okay, there's grass, clay, clay. No hardcore. I mean, I'd rather do grass than clay. So we'll see what happens here. Oh, Eastbourne. That is a grass tournament that's a tune-up for Wimbledon. Maybe we can try that. That's World 250. That's going to be a super hard one to do. We'll see whether we're really in good shape for that. So I think we're all set, and we'll be doing training, and then hit the challenger, and then some training, and then rest, and all of that. So we're now 195th in the world. We're in the top 200, so that's pretty good. Let's go to the skills and see what we can do. We have 5,000 bucks. Our serves are at 50 each and 60 for the top spin. I've been working on the volley actually, so we can get the volley up to 66. Trying to make the volley better, and hopefully when her reflexes get better, we'll be able to do better with that. So, all right. Well, sorry that we lost that one, guys, but can't win them all. Until next time, I am Scrapperlock, and this has been A0 Tennis 2 Career Mode with Anabella Moncinelli, fictional Italian player, 2021.